The ing
දයාබර දූ දරුවනි ඔබේ ඉංග්‍රීසි දැනුම වැඩි දියුණු කිරීම සඳහා අපි ඔබට අත දෙන්නෙමු. ඔබ සඳහාම සකසා ඇති මේ සරල ඉංග්‍රීසි පාඩම් මාලාව තුලින් ඔබේ දැනුම තවත් වැඩි කරගන්න. ලෝකයේ අනෙකුත් රටවල් සමග අත්වැල් බැඳ ගන්න අපි ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කතා කරමු.
What would you like to do for entertainment? Where would you go if you would like to see good art? What is art? What is art? That's a good question. Painting is art, and sculpture is also art. And there are other things that people do, such as in design, which might be considered art. Entertainment often has artists who perform or who appear on stage, and also artists who appear on television and on the cinema screen. So those are artists, different from artists. Two types of people. An artist is usually a painter or a sculptor. Even a photographer might be called an artist. An artiste is one who is a performer, who appears on the stage or the screen. An artiste. Well, that's a small difference there. But where would you go to see art? If you want to see fine painting, you might find some paintings in the ancient temples of Sri Lanka. That is temple art or religious art that is found in the temples. And there is also similar art that can be found in a few churches as well. Maybe the painting is on the ceiling, on the roof, or parts of the wall. Those paintings are also religious art. But usually, you would need to visit a gallery to see art, paintings as well as sculpture. Sculpture means making things out of wood or stone or plaster of Paris. Have you enjoyed an art exhibition? Maybe you have already seen some works of art in a gallery, may even be at the National Gallery, which is in Colombo. There you have many exhibitions of art, painting, sculpture, and photography, and sometimes even to do with work on cloth. And this is also art. Where would you see a good film? A good film is shown in a cinema and sometimes in a library. In a library, you may be able on occasion to see some excellent films. If you want to see a good play with actors on stage, where would you go? Oh yes, you need to go to the theatre. Is there a theatre near where you live? Sometimes the hall in a school becomes a theatre when a play is produced and staged there. So a theatre is where you can enjoy a drama or a play on stage. Television, well, you have television. And television also features artists and performers. Maybe musical performers, maybe dramatic performers, that is, those who act in dramas. So you have television dramas. And you also watch other films on television. So that's another place you can enjoy art and entertainment. Well, you're going to be able to learn some more in the next few minutes, so be careful to listen and watch and learn, yes.
Today we're going to talk about arts and entertainment. Take a look at these pictures. I went to the museum last Saturday. Have you been to the museum? Have you been to a concert by Bhatia and Santosh? My mother went to see the exhibition at the art gallery. They are showing a Hindi film at the cinema. Now these words, cinema, art gallery, exhibition, concert, museum, these are places and things to do with arts and entertainment, to talk about things you do for leisure. You could go to the zoo. You could go to see a photography exhibition. Now let's take a look at some famous people. Who is this? This is William Shakespeare. He was a famous writer. You might know this person. This is Michael Jackson. He's a famous singer. Here is a picture of a famous cricketer. This is Sachin Tendulkar. These people, writers, singers, cricketers, again, they're ways of describing what they do as related to arts and entertainment. Sachin Tendulkar in particular, you're talking about a sports person. So, cricketer, rugby player, you can use those words to describe the sports they play. What about television? How do you talk about television? Are there any good cartoons this evening? Or what is your favorite program? You could say, I'd like to watch the cricket match, but my mother is watching a cookery program. Your father might ask, what is the best channel for local news? Again, remember these words: channel, teledrama, cookery program. These are all words we use to describe things that are either on television or when we're talking about watching television.
A word that you perhaps need to learn and use a dictionary to find the exact meaning of is romantic. Romantic. What is the meaning of the word romantic? Well, it comes from the word romance. And romance has the idea of something to do with the heart and love of the sort that draws together a man and a woman. That is known as romantic love. Now, in the case of the word romantic, this often describes the nature of a book, a play, or a film. If the story in the book is about a man meeting a woman and about how they continue their friendship, well, that's a romantic novel or a romantic book. Similarly, if the theme of a film or of a play is about the association of two people, a man and a woman, and the love that they have for each other, so those can be referred to as romantic films or romantic plays. It could be that it is a comedy or a tragedy. Sometimes it is a romantic tragedy if the ending is a sad one. And if it is funny and full of fun, then it could be a romantic comedy. But the word romantic has the idea that it is related to or has something to do with the love a man has for a woman. The other word we want to try and learn is musical. Musical. Musical can have two meanings. Musical has the idea of a person who loves and enjoys music and is also able to quickly and easily pick up tunes and melodies and maybe sing or perform on a musical instrument. That kind of person we refer to as a musical person. With ease, he picks up things to do with music, melody, and so on. Musical. But there is another use of musical, especially in art and entertainment, and that is a type of play which has a lot of music in it. That means the actors and performers on stage often sing with musical accompaniment. So every so often in the play, there's music. Well, you could refer to that as a musical theatre production. Musical theatre, meaning theatre with music. That's the idea. Think of famous musicals, if you can. Yes, and learn to use that term. It's a useful word. Well, that's it for now. Bye.